on, man. KT, how was your week, man? You about to start cooking early. What's going on, man?
No, we good, work, then I interview with Sodan of Athletic, director for the position,
Athletic director? All right.
Oh, that's the coach.
Athletic director, you got it.
Okay.
All right. The athletic director is who I got an interview with.
Oh, with the director.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Other than that, smooth criminal. I'm about to get me on 10 a new thing. This right here, I don't even want to be all the way close to the mic.
Yeah, see, I mean, they got, man. I might need to.
Or just some wipes.
No,
I got some wipes on the floor. No, he got some
Hope he
spray.
coming in and spraying everything down.
He did. He just let him get up and keep moving. I know he get paid enough to buy wipes. At least on what we pay.
Cold-blooded. All right, we got. I want the yellow, man.
He want the pink. Give me the pink.
Oh, word.
That's even worse, nigga. It look like doodle on there. Okay, keep going, y'all.
Give me the yellow one, cuz.
I really brought these for me on 10.
You brought 3.
This one got
That's right. You like pink?
No, that one got coffee in it. Justin, you need to order some new ones. Go on Amazon right now.
I got one now.
Don't I want that? He got some spray in there.
Yeah, because we need to cook. We got some
Lit.
stuff we're going to talk about today. We got some stuff we're going to talk about today.
You don't have no spray? Okay, thank you.
You putting them to work.
And I ain't talking about no aerosol. Want some disinfectant shit. I can spray mine. Let me see that one. Let me see that.
Big dudes be
Who
eating.
ain't gonna get it from the doctor? What is this? Let me see what spray that is.
Lord.
What want an air freshener?
It kills.
Don't buy it at the dollar store, man. You gotta get some Lysol.
Well, next time you come in, I'll do some. Come here. It's just
Some
it's
wipes?
Just a gentlewoman's club, man.
You don't need them men coming home with nothing that went on their lips when they got here.
Amen.
They trying to talk, meet people in these streets.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
I like my silver.
Is that a disinfectant spray or is it air freshener?
What up, Kendall?
Yeah, you said.
Is it?
I think I got some wipes in the core.
All right.
Nah, shout out to Justin, man. He taking care of us.
Yeah,
There you
let's
go.
give Justin a round of applause, man. We gotta do
That was carpet spray.
the powder shit. He put the powder shit on there for us.
No.
How was your week, KT? Oh, you got the interview.
Shout out
Congratulations.
to carpet spray.
Trey, what's up, man?
Oh, man.
Think about it.
When the house warming, man?
Whenever I get the house.
Oh, okay.
None yet?
It's a process, right?
Oh, man,
Okay.
we've been out here,
Oda, what's up, man? How the boys doing,
Same
man, in
in
that
live,
football?
We got a win. Shout out to the Mustangs, Northside Mustangs. They got them a win.
Bang, bang, bang,
Hard
bang,
fought
bang,
game.
bang, bang, bang,
Congratulations, sons. Good job, boys.
All right. Shout out. What's up, boo?
None?
chill.
One of those games defense won.
Okay.
Good job, boys.
All right.
I'm only here today because I got lightweight bullied by your people on Facebook.
Yeah.
They so rude.
Yeah. I mean,
People,
you know.
give
I
people
normally
what they
stay
want.
out of your business, but it was like, come on, people.
Got to give
Hey, you know.
people-
We don't
give
have to
people
agree.
what they want.
But that's what people think that we have to do. You know, we have that a lot where it's almost like people think that you have to agree with their stance. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Nothing wrong with it.
Man, shout out to who was that yesterday that had the Brew Fest in Page there?
Page there, the Brew Festival, yeah.
Yeah, the Brew Fest was popping yesterday. The Dirty Mugs was there, doing what they do. What's up?
Shout out to Snooks in Richmond Heights for always consistently frying the best fish.
Yeah.
And when you go there and you get catfish, you're gonna get catfish.
Fish. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. we got a lot we're gonna rap about today.
Gotta go to Snooks.
Because let me finish getting my shout out.
Okay.
All right. Shout out to Al's Lounge, man. We stopped by there yesterday and the Remedy band. They were there performing yesterday, so shout out to the guys in the Remedy. Again, the guys in the Dirty Mugs. What's that?
When they celebrating Rio going out of town, the drummer. Shout out to Rio, man.
All right, shout out to Rio. Which band?
Remedy.
The Remedy? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I thought his cousin was his drummer. Maybe
Nah,
not.
nah.
Brother,
Okay.
that's his brother, ain't it?
That was
He
his
had
cousin.
Kenny.
He had Kenny. Yes,
Yeah,
right.
I was
Wild
there.
Man, little brother playing drums.
Yeah, I was playing drums.
But it was dope because like it's like 4 vocalists in the group, so like they harmonies be popping.
And they added one
And
yesterday.
they do a little. No, they asked Sarah. They do
Marvin.
like a little band karaoke. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Because
They had
at a
Michael
certain
in there.
point, you can sing a song with
Band
the band.
karaoke.
I said that we
It
need to
was kinda
start
dope.
that.
It was kind of dope.
Imagine your karaoke with a live band.
Too bad our band only got one singer.
No, I don't.
2.
Oh,
Sometimes
shit, I
3.
forgot about what's
Oh,
that.
we putting his vocals in.
What? Oh, did you be vocaling?
Yeah,
Vocaling.
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 Hey, that actually sounds like what it should be, though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we should call it that.
Man.
Dude over there vocaling, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's snorting.
Is he a rapper or a
vocaling.
singer? I don't know, but he
You be
vocaling.
vocaling.
He vocaling.
Very vocable.
Man, shout out Nico Smith, my man Calvin that plays keyboards with Dirty Mugs, my man Kevin that plays drums.
Oh, snap.
Man, what's wrong?
I didn't know that was him singing. I'm out of touch.
Oh, you out of touch. You didn't know that was Nico yesterday?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was like, who is
Uh,
this?
Man, just shout out to all the musicians here working in the city, man, and all the people hiring musicians, hiring these bands. Not hating on nobody that's hiring DJs, because you know I got a family full of DJs too. But you know, shout out to all the people hiring bands. Shout out to my little cousin Deuce, man. He just got his barber license, so we're gonna give him a round of applause, man. Young brother taking steps in the right direction, man. I'm gonna call him and have him start cutting me up. So I'm ready for a couple crooked liners before we get it right. I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Homecoming season is here. You know what I'm saying? I hope your high school team won. I don't even know if my old high school team
Hope
won.
your high school team played.
Yeah. So
At homecoming?
Right.
yeah.
Shout out to Review.
Oh, was no fucking in there.
So so I never saw the video
I don't see it.
I don't want to see it either. Of like, so I heard there was a video of students in the classroom engaging in intercourse, and it said that the teacher was in the room asleep.
What school was that?
Hazelwood
Central.
Yeah, that was my kid's school. There was a video out there. Yep. Yeah.
Was the teacher actually in the room asleep?
I didn't look at the video.
Okay, so I can't confirm
I didn't know
that
if my kid
the
had
teacher
it, and I
was in the
didn't
room.
ask.
Now, but we can confirm that there was a sexual act taking place in a classroom. Where the now I
Well,
have
the girl
so
was
many
19,
questions.
so there was going to be some legal
Statutory
issues.
rape.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not, well,
Huh?
Because she was 19.
she's 19.
No,
wait, but you
not
know,
happening.
you gotta know the Missouri laws.
Yeah.
Missouri laws. I'm
Cause
passing them around.
yeah, the law, the age.
She didn't rape that boy.
Because was he 18? If he was 18 or 17,
Not
it's
sure how it
okay.
was.
Or 16.
The kids kept on talking about the
He
girl
was,
being 18.
they said he was
19.
pounding her, so I don't think it's gonna be statutory rape. He was pounding.
Hey, I know
Took her to
somebody that
Pound
got.
Town.
I know somebody that got.
But were
it,
other
though.
students in there? That like
Yeah,
I'm
the students was the
There
ones
was,
that went live.
there was motherfuckers that was
They was
recording.
recording.
Yeah.
They was in the corner.
like literally I'm
baffled.
befuddled.
Hey, no, you shouldn't be befuddled. Didn't you hear Sexy Red and Sukiana tell these young ladies
That's what
how
I
to
told
behave?
him. I said. That's what they.
Hey, to be
Wow.
honest, I think Charleston White hit it on the head, man. This type
White
of
can't
shit,
talk no more.
he kind of made a good point, man. This kind of behavior opens it up for people to
Can't talk about nobody no more.
to look down on our sisters, though. You're not presenting the queen.
Go look up his daughter.
I ain't talking about. I don't care.
No, hold on. What?
doing
No,
the
no,
same thing
no,
sexy
no,
in the
no,
middle?
no,
Look,
no,
truth
no,
don't
no,
care
no,
who
no.
tells it.
No.
The truth don't care who tells
I
it.
promise you. Now, so you gonna tell me he's responsible for his daughter's actions?
No.
What his daughter do?
Who said that?
What are you getting at with Sexy Red and Sukiana? Who responsible for their actions?
The parents.
So they parents are responsible for
No.
her actions, but he ain't
No,
responsible.
and
The
I
He ain't
don't care who
responsible
tells
for his
it,
daughter
bro.
actions.
I
Look,
emphatically
make
disagree
sense.
with y'all.
Look,
Because after a certain age,
don't know the details
these
of that.
kids do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And when they get a certain age, I don't give a damn what you taught them.
Yeah.
They will do what the hell they want to do.
The nicest person, but when she get out of your eyes and your reach and your care.
So we can sit up and we can try to blame parents all we want to. Now, am
It's
I
hard
telling
to
you
fight
that there
against the
aren't
culture,
parents
though.
that ain't doing what the hell they supposed to do? Hell yeah, it's parents that ain't doing what they supposed to do. But I promise, you can teach your kid anything, and they will go out there and do anything.
Okay, so you were speaking about possible statutory rape. Missouri has a very. Wait a minute.
Hey, dog.
Hey.
The kids here.
Hey. So Missouri has.
Stay down.
Our laws are kind of weird here for age of consent. So Missouri, those 13 years of age or younger cannot consent to have sex with anyone. That is at 13. But a 14, 15, and a 16-year-old cannot consent to have sex with someone who is more than 4 years older than them or who is 21 and older.
Okay.
So catch this. So at 14, 15, and 16-year-old, they can get it on with each other. And a 14-year-old can get it on with an 18-year-old. As long as it ain't no 4-year age gap and they're not 21 and older. But at 17, you can consent to have sex with anyone who is 14 and older. Missouri is really weird with their laws.
Okay.
So if the young lady was 19 and as long as little dude was at least
16,
17, ain't no problem as far as that. Now, exposing underage kids to pornography, I don't know them.
Well, that is actually pornography.
Right,
Yeah,
but I don't know how that affect. I don't know the other age of the other kids.
Well, I don't think the charge came out as statutory, but there's some kind of issue she's having being 18. I mean, 19 in this whole situation. So
Man.
it could be the child porn thing. I have no telling what it is.
I don't know. For me, man,
Course.
it just highlights the degradation of
Which one?
our society, man. You know what I'm saying? It's our shit is falling apart at the seams, damn near. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like to me.
But
You
it's
know
a shame we in a state that allows 14-year-olds to say, "Yeah, I want to have sex."
Yeah, yeah. And as long as the person not 18, they Gucci. That ain't cool. That ain't cool
It's
at all.
rough.
Now, I can say this.
But you can have an 18-year-old mess with a 14-year-old. That ain't cool either. I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. What's up, KT?
Ooh, damn. We ain't have phones. We was in high school. I mean, we wasn't banging in the room.
You do it behind the bleachers.
But shit, before practice and after school, yeah, it was on. In the
You
bathroom. You said
Yeah.
behind the
Look, I don't know.
But like, I'm tripping off the irresponsibility of the educator in the classroom. Like, that's unconscionable. You know what I mean? To literally have a classroom of students, and you're so irresponsible that you're in the classroom sleeping. But then
But that's
those
alleged.
are but
I can't even
but
speak on that because we don't know if the teacher was
That's
really
that
sleeping
no
or not.
kid left behind for real, for real.
The fuck that got to do with
Turn this nigga mic off.
mute this.
What that had to do with that? What?
But like, yeah, man, it's super duper sad,
everybody
man.
gets
we all
some.
like
Like.
Don't even
Like
take
literally,
that.
man, I'm in the classroom, dude. When I tell you there are students, we're in the what? We're going to the 6th or 7th week of school. There are students who have been to school maybe 5, 6 times, 4, 5, 6 times. And as long as they come within a certain window, it ain't nothing.
I swear it's like that.
They
where I'm
pop
at.
up one day, maybe 2 days,
That's
then they
terrible.
gone 6, 7
Where?
days in a row,
Just
pop
like
up
that.
again.
I see
Promise.
It's a group of little dykes that go to my school.
Uh,
They'll come to school for like 2 days out the week and be gone for 2 weeks. Come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Like it's just cool to do. Like,
Yeah.
Don't get in trouble, nothing.
They're not thinking long term. Like you,
We ain't got the motherfuckers that truancy no more.
they setting themselves up to
Truancy
be.
is gone.
They setting themselves up to be like slaves, like
So
low
thi-
class, medium.
So
like,
this is my question, and I literally asked my students this the other day. I said, should school be mandatory?
Thought it was.
It is. I'm asking, should it be?
But if it wasn't, what else would they do? What
I
would
mean, the same fate. It's going to be homeless people. It's going to be poor people. So, because my question is, why are we forcing people to do something that they clearly don't want to do?
Right.
because they need to do it.
What is the need?
You got to be educated. You can't
But-
go around.
Why?
Hold
No,
on.
Why?
not really.
Because
Hold on.
I'll give you a
got
million
kids
one
out
reasons.
here
So
that
how are you
just-
going to sign? How are you going to get any kind of deal, sign a contract, and not be able to read that thing?
But that's now.
Look at R. Kelly
I
Look
not
at
being able
Fantasia.
to be able to read, and he got done in every which way because he couldn't read his own contract.
Okay, so let's first off, those contracts are designed for you not to be able to understand them, whether you can comprehend or not.
Right.
We know that older. We know that music contracts and stuff like that are used in a language that the artist will not understand, because that shit is all lawyer talk. And unless you go to school to be a lawyer, you don't know what the hell they talking about, right? So you can be educated, but what I'm saying is, how many educated people have we seen get swindled out of their shit?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's the rule though. I wouldn't say that's the rule. You
But
wouldn't say
what
that
I-
every
I-
educated
but-
person is going to get swindled,
But not every educated
Or you
person
wouldn't
is
say
going to
that-
become successful either.
or you wouldn't say that because you're educated now you're going to be able to avoid it. So the probability of education benefiting you, if we're going to set a rule for our community, are we going to say, hey, nobody needs to go to school? Forget about education. You don't. It's not necessary to read. I think we'll be in trouble if we do that.
All right, so the
We want to be
reality.
competitive.
The reality is, and I'll ask it in question form, is are we educating children? Now, I have firsthand knowledge of the disparity that our kids are facing in the classroom. Now, am I going to sit and act like a lot of it they are not the author of? Yes, they are the author of a lot of it. But they're also victims of the school system. The No Child Left Behind. If your child does not learn third grade skills, why are they going to the fourth grade? If they didn't learn second grade skills, why are they going to the third grade? That's the problem. Part of the problem. The other part of the problem I see is I see everybody sitting around rapping and dancing with their kids, but I'm not seeing a lot of people sitting around doing shapes, colors, 1, 2, 3s, and reading with their babies. That's what I'm not seeing. So our babies, on the average, go to school. They've heard 4 million words. Kids from other cultures hear up to 12 million words. Our kids are already 8 million words behind. So it's a lot of people at fault. But you know who are the only people who get pointed at as being the people in blame?
Teachers.
Teachers.
Because A says,
Nobody else gets the blame.
You can't put it on teachers because teachers are handcuffed by policy and administration. So we need to put that blame.
I'm telling
if we're
you,
gonna blame
factually.
the school, but I'm saying that's not going to be productive because teachers are they got to do a job.
I'm telling you.
If we want to make a change,
am I telling you that it's fair? Oh,
No, I ain't saying it's fair, but listen to what I'm saying. As a people, I'm putting it out there. We need to start showing up to these board meetings. We need to be a voice in the doggone building.
Right. But again, the only thing that a lot of parents are concerned about is how their child looks when they get to school, and if their child has everything that all the other children have.
Well, you can't complain.
that's why they put that uniform
Because
in place.
I can call a parent 4 or 5 times. They will treat me like I am a bill collector. Like literally, they'll go off and be like, "Don't call my fucking phone no more about her fucking ass." You'll be like, "Wait, hold on, that's your baby."
What percentage of
But
parents
think
are like
about
that?
this: if I have to take the phone from the kid, guess what the parent's gonna do?
Don't take my baby.
Leave work and come up to the school to get the phone.
What percentage of parents you see like that?
Oh my goodness, the lion's share. The lion's share. It would be different if it was only, if it was only a few, but it's most.
So you're thinking like close to the 80% of parents are
Maybe.
kind of like that type of
Maybe.
parents.
Maybe that much.
Like
And
I
it
see-
would, and I wish I had a panel of teachers, and they would tell you the exact same thing.
Like I seen
Any
the
teachers
parent-
out there, give us a call in.
I seen a parent, right?
515.
I'm at the middle school I work at.
1687.
and her daughter be wilding in there, right? So
515.
the mama gonna say these
599.
teachers,
I'm with you.
these teachers don't know how to discipline these kids. No, what? How these kids don't get disciplined by these teachers? Supposed to respect these. How the kids supposed to respect these teachers, and they don't even respect their parents.
Wow.
The
Now-
same way they talk in school, they talk at home.
Now let me say this.
And I get it from Otis' perspective.
I do too.
Because he's raising kids.
He's a responsible parent.
Yeah.
And he just can't make the. He like, is it real? Are they really?
Because
Yeah.
he can't wrap his head around somebody not being a responsible. I get it. I understand. But how many times you
It's
go to
sad.
school and you don't see daddies nowhere around?
A
But you know what? How many times do I go in this school and I'm put in an uncomfortable position because I'm the daddy in the school? It makes me don't want to come back. And some teacher right there is like, I get this sour ass treatment.
Yeah.
I really do.
promise
I don't
you.
like it personally.
Now,
and it makes me want to I give
like
it back.
for
To be
instance,
honest, like,
we had a curriculum night.
I don't like you neither.
Well, we had parents come in and talk to us in our classroom. You tell them about your curriculum, about how your class, blah 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 blah. Brother walk up with his daughter and his wife. I stand up, I greet him, I shake his hand. How you doing? I introduce myself. You think the other teachers do that?
Nope.
It's I'm serious. We literally had a teacher last year whose father was sick. She would take off days to help her father. They would talk so bad about her. And I stopped them one day and I said, you know what's funny? If she was taking time off to take care of her mother, would none of y'all say nothing? So it's a bigger problem with men in our society. This man is going blind. He falling, hurting himself. His daughter got to take time off, and y'all talking about it. But if it was anybody's mother, nobody would have said a word.
They'd have had a cake for her when she got back.
They would have had a celebration.
Collected.
They'd have been rubbing backs,
around.
giving hugs.
Got a donation.
You see what I'm saying? But it was her daddy, and they talked so bad, and I straight up had to stop them, bro. I was like, this is the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. Hey, so my man Devin Williams, he said, from a kid's perspective, I think he said school is a social club where a child can find an education if they want it, flat out. And I kind of agree. Think about when you leave school,
that was elegant.
You don't remember shit that happened in class, but you remember the dances, you remember the football games, you remember all of that.
What happened at lunch?
You know what I'm saying? So let me say this to kind of push back on the point that I was making. I think that we do have a large population of teachers who can't reach students. Therefore, a lot of student success is dumbed down because of the teachers. And I can tell you firsthand, I don't care if you pay for your kid to go to school. I don't care about none of that. If they go to public school, private, parochial, I don't care. That does not mean the teacher in front of your kid knows how to teach.
Right.
I don't care what race they are. I don't care how tall they are, how big they are. I don't care about none of that. That has nothing to do with the ability to be able to get children to learn a task or a concept.
It's true.
Yeah, it's a skill, right?
It's a skill, just like anything else. The art of pedagogy.
So where we moving to now?
I don't even know how the hell did we even get here?
Because we got to talking about the sex in the classroom.
Moving to Canada.
Oh yeah, having the sex. That's either way it goes. That teacher had to be out of that classroom or incapacitated for a large amount of time. So
I don't right.
See,
I
either way it
would
goes, that
like
teacher
to
wasn't doing
know
their job.
if the
You had to walk
teacher
out the
was
classroom with something.
but how long did you have to be out of the classroom for children to start having sex?
To feel comfortable. You do it
To
all the
feel-
time. They already
You
know
do it
that you
all
ain't
the
going
time.
to
And
she
they
going to be
know.
gone 30 minutes. We got it.
Yeah.
Well, I go back to this question.
Here,
Don't sit on the
Who
toilet all
raised them
day.
kids?
let me call her.
Still, who
Man, but that's what our society is
raised you
littered
that
with.
you thought today I'm gonna
I
go
got
to
a
school
number.
and I'm gonna get it popping in the classroom?
Man,
Like we keep saying, we blame the school a lot, but
it's hard
ain't no
though,
way.
man. It's
Ain't
hard.
no way.
And
It's
again,
hard.
I think
Ain't no
the
way
blame
you should
goes
walk
a
out the
long
house
way.
and feel comfortable enough that I'm finna go get it on in the classroom. You wouldn't have done. My mom. Well, shit. My mom would have kicked my ass at the school.
They gotta
I would have
die
been
in
embarrassed
school.
in
Right.
school.
Right.
Yeah, in school.
But like, I don't know. I think we've he said stop using big words. What's up, Greg?
Right, I'm over here like.
What was the big word?
Pedagogy.
Pedagogy.
Um,
The art of pedagogy.
Use that on the
See,
daily
that's what
basis.
happened when you say go to school.
me,
like this.
I'm the result.
Now you
What
talking
happens when
over
you get 2
people's
degrees,
heads.
dog?
What'd you say?
Now you learn
What happened when
French.
you get 2 degrees?
That's what happened. Oh yeah.
Before you had them degrees? Wasn't that
All
smart?
4 or 5 letter words.
He was the hoodest nigga in the world.
Now nigga speaking Greek. Like, what the fuck? Art of pedagogy. You nigga, who is that?
But nah,
Let
but
me
it's
get
a
mine
real
some mustard
thing,
on
though.
it.
Look, what a display it.
Right? They got a chart. You ain't got a chart.
Put mayonnaise on
Yeah,
mine.
they said they serving pedagogy down here today.
Right.
Oh, right.
Pedagogy down here today. We have want some
We
pedagogy.
still on little words, dude.
Is that something men can get at the manicure spot?
You know what I'm saying? Pedagogy.
Or the pedagogy.
Can I get a
Let me
pedagogy?
get mine clear polish.
Yeah, let me get a small pedagogy and a looking ass.
But nah, I mean, the
Uh-huh.
teacher might have walked out. I'm telling you, dog.
Man,
You got to be in them schools to see how that shit go
I
down.
I promise you, man. I'm telling you, man. When I be telling y'all this stuff, like
on it.
it's crazy because once you see it,
It's-
it blow your mind. You be
You know,
like,
you
man.
got
I be
them-
talking to parents at the school. They be like, it be like this every day. I be like, yeah.
You got them. Look, you got them
Yeah.
teachers
Crazy.
that's there to teach them kids and want to help them kids.
Wait,
But man, these dog,
You get cussed out so much.
nah, them kids. I'm telling you, bro,
y'all
them
gonna run out
kids
of time for your
don't
topic today.
know how to talk without cussing. Down the hallway, going to lunch, bitch.
That
Oh,
means
man.
they don't
Fuck you.
respect nobody.
You at an elementary school, right?
No, I'm at a middle school,
Oh,
baby.
you went to a
Big
middle
Yankman, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Like I asked a little dude that played at Yankman last year. I said, "Hey man, what y'all look like last year?" He go to Fayshawn. He said, "Man, we could have been good, but if we had a coach that didn't care about getting paid, that wanted to get paid, but one of the coaches too, we could have won it all." He said our coaches last year just was there just to get paid, and it's like that though for real. Niggas just there to get paid.
And they think kids they ain't bright
And then
enough to
kids
see
don't
it.
look at that and see it. Like, nigga, you don't even, like, the kids look like, dude was like, man, our coach ain't even look like he knew how to play basketball.
You probably didn't.
And probably did. The kids ain't, like, them kids,
Man,
them
they
kids be
a lot of
seeing that
times they
shit.
need a body to fill a space.
Wow, that's
And if
amazing.
you want to get that $2,000-$3,000, whatever they paying, you do that shit.
Do
You know
that
what I
shit.
mean?
Do that shit.
then you ain't
Don't
got
get me
necessarily
wrong.
care.
Don't get me wrong. For my skill, my learning of basketball, I'm gonna need the money, but I'm gonna show them kids the shit, the ropes, though. I'm saying, I care about the little niggas, but I ain't about to talk to no little nigga that keep cussing at me.
You know the big
Hey,
problem I'm
you know.
having.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Devon, you know, my man say he was a security guard at SLPS for 7 years. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. If you don't know, don't even speak on it. Straight up, like, listen to the people that I had. Man, I be literally having people telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, so you gonna tell me I don't know that the kids can't read? You telling me I don't know that?
Well, they can name 2 or 3 kids that they know that can read. And that
Yeah.
changes everything that
Yeah.
you were
Yeah,
saying.
they know.
Yeah, because like,
Because I can name
when I have parent
my
teacher
cousin can
conference,
read.
when I have parent teacher
They
conference,
don't know how to write.
and parent teacher conference is
You name
2,
one person.
maybe 3 days, and in those 3 days, I might see 8 parents in 3 days, but I got 90
Same ones
students.
too, probably. Same parents.
Yeah,
We're gonna play a game today. When you hear the bell, topic change. So
It's like speed dating. or
there you
something.
go. Speed topic.
Conversations.
It's 8th grade wrote that, dog.
yeah,
Read that. It's the 8th grade wrote that.
the one with the wallet.
Wallet.
What the hell? Is this English?
It's
Man, let me tell you
wallet.
something.
It's
I had a
wallet.
student one time. I was reading this
Read
paper,
that, nigga.
and I got to the word yom.
That's what we doing.
Well, now we're writing about states,
We lit.
and I got to the word yom, and I'm like, Playboy, what? You stupid as hell. You keep dinging that motherfucking thing.
So we had a
So
topic.
I'm like, I go to him and I'm like, hey man, what word is this? He said, oh, that's Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Y-O-M-E. Peace, brothers. How y'all
Hey,
doing?
You got guests today?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did guess that.
And we ain't talking about the topic.
We
They-
getting into-
they-
that's perfect
they-
timing.
Yeah. They rest,
They all the restaurant?
yeah. Let's get them some seats, man.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man. You gotta get our guest some seats.
Hello.
You gotta go get the seats, man.
Okay.
Drive by y'all ass.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on. Oh.
I'm on live.
Yeah, we all online. Yeah, Devin, man, you know what? I'm actually starting a what's up, Mr. Poe? I'm starting a mentor group at my school this week, man.
He like, damn, I got
So
Do this water belong to anybody?
not me. I'm gonna try to have some good brothers come up there to speak with these young men, so we can get them on the right track, man. As many of them as we can. I don't think it all is lost, but I think that we need all hands on deck, man. We need the men, the upstanding men in our community, to start. We preach a long time. We've been preaching since
Justin,
the
can we get a
60s.
microphone?
It's time for some action, bro. We can't just keep standing around.
Where?
They
you know, not doing what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about us throwing a lot of money at nothing or like that, man. It's about us giving our time and our efforts to make sure that these young men have a better life. Because when I was coming up, the guys in my neighborhood wouldn't let me do nothing wrong. The older guys in my neighborhood. I'm at Gateway Middle. You know, but then we had a time where all of that changed, and the older guys were almost recruiting young men in our neighborhoods to do crimes, and to me that was senseless. So things kind of changed. So you with this bell, man, you killing me. You killing me with the bell, Smalls.
Topic.
No, I wanna.
She's strict with it too.
We're gonna do a song and then we're coming back to our
we're
topic.
gonna do a song and then we're gonna come back.
So, alrighty, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the Gentleman's Club podcast every Sunday from 12 to 2. Catch us right here on Half the Place to Be.
What?
What?
Having a place to be, man.
Oh,
All right,
That's what we at.
She turned it to
Hey,
Doc
so
Reynolds.
check it. I don't have a problem with nothing that you just said, right? I'm just wondering why your voice be getting so deep when you start.
The reason your voice gets so high.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Straight.
Oh, we need a drop for her.
Right.
Okay,
This segment was brought to you
By who?
the Sit Down with KT and Just Trey.
The sit down. That's what it's called.
Hey,
Just sit down.
Yeah.
wait on it.
Wait on it.
We already
The
got
Sit
Nelly
Down.
on there. We about to drop it on YouTube.
Alrighty.
We got go into a music break or something.
That's what we doing. We
Yo,
was going
it's my
to a
man
music
Trooper
break.
Loop. Hurts to Love here on the Gentleman's Club Radio Podcast.
Yeah, sponsored by the Sit Down.
Y'all crazy.
With Just Straight.
Said it hurts too much. Said it hurts too much.
Head over heels, I was in this shit. I was in it. We was in it. I never seen it coming. Hell of a plot twist. Never seen it come. Everybody told me that I'm a fool. That's what they said to me. Thought it was us against the world, yeah, me and you. Thought it was us. It was supposed to be us. I guess it's funny now. Who's the dummy now? I guess it's funny now. Who's the dummy now? It hurts too much to love you. I said it hurts too much, girl, it hurts too much. Why gotta hurt so much to love you? It ain't supposed to be like this. It hurts too much to love you. Why gotta hurt? Why gotta hurt? Why gotta hurt so much to love you? Why gotta hurt to love you? I hope your life is better without me.
I hope that it is. I hope that it is.
Since you think your life is better without me.
Since you think that it is, you think that it is.
I hope your life is better without me. Since you think your life is better without me, I guess we'll see. Never thought I'd live my life without you. Never in 100 million years. You couldn't have told me it was gonna be like this. I wouldn't have believed. Guess I was just too blind to see it. Just too blind, way too blind. But right now it's crystal clear. How did we get here? It hurts too much to love you. I said it hurts too much, girl, it hurts too much. Why gotta hurt so much to love you? It ain't supposed to be like this. It hurts too much to love you. Why gotta hurt? Why gotta hurt? Why gotta hurt so much to love you? Why gotta hurt to love you? I guess it's funny now. Who's the dummy now? I guess it's funny now. I guess it's funny now. Who's the dummy now?
Alright, you ready, yo?
Bitch, I'm not. Yeah. Bitch, I'm the man. I be going hard up in the studio. Not too many friends can get in my car, cause I don't know who you know. I get to the den, catch me at the bar, I be off that Julio. They like who you is, bitch, I'm a star. They like where you been, I been going hard. Even back then was playing my part, IDs up a movie role. Got me like that when she make it drop, I like how that booty roll. Damn baby bad, yeah she's so bad baby bad like a 2-year-old. They like who you is, bitch, I'm a star. Ayy, no lie, I'm the truth. Soon as I step in the booth, I got the juice like I'm cute. This what I do. Got your girl saying I'm cute. Then she come from the D just like proof. Told her bitch scoop, then disappear like proof. On his chain, got her looking like boots in the mirror like ooh. No whooping, she loving the view, but it look better from the roof. I changed the weather with the loot. Come from the bottom like the boot. Ayy, strapped up like the truth. But I'm the one they salute. Big color diamonds look like fruit. Some Victor Cruz with the moves. Pop do say about a tool. I'm Ric Flair with the bitch. I'm the man. I be going hard up in the studio. Not too many friends can get in my car, cause I don't know who you know. I get to the den, catch me at the bar, I be off that Julio. They like who you is, bitch, I'm a star. They like where you been, I been going hard. Even back then was playing my part, IDs up a movie role. Got me like that when she make it drop, I like how that booty roll. Damn baby bad, yeah she's so bad baby bad like a 2-year-old. They like who you is, bitch, I'm a star. Ay, no they hating cause I'm up now. Facts, like I scored the winning touchdown. Niggas chicken like Kung Pao when I'm cutting up off top like Kung Lao. Wow, all this dope in my lungs loud. Whole pound of that, oh wow. Rats in the trap, no bueno. No Mickeys in this clubhouse. Bitch, I'm the man, I be going hard up in the studio. Not too many friends can get in my car, cause I don't know who you know. I get to the den, catch me at the bar, I be off that Julio. They like who you is, bitch, I'm a star. They like where you been, I been going hard. Even back then was playing my part, IDs up a movie role. Got me like that when she make it drop, I like how that booty roll. Damn baby bad, yeah she's so bad baby bad like a 2-year-old. They like who you is, bitch, I'm a star.
Hey, Ralph, do me a favor, Ralph. Turn me up in the headphones just a little bit so I can hear myself. I need them to feel this. Up at 3 o'clock dreaming, mind steady scheming. Gotta make it out this hellhole with the demons. If you wanna win, you gotta play like Willie Beeman. Gotta be a shark when that money come. People with their hand out, nigga, I don't owe you none. I'ma keep on running up the bank, reloading the funds. I can feel a hate when you speaking. Reading through those lines like a secret. You thought I wouldn't peep it, got the mind of a genius. Flexing on these niggas since my pops had a beeper. Creeping with a diva, getting lower than a Caesar. The only thing changes the numbers on the Beamer. Still a illest nigga in Nebraska. All white, big body, call that nigga Casper. People that was shitting on me, I'm just flowing past them. Never give it energy, I just go and spinach. Call my ex up and tell her thank you for playing me. It's cool though, cause that's your loss. It's not my fault you couldn't get with this winner. I hear all that side talk, all that negative energy. I just missed that shit, you hear me? I ain't dropping the ball this time around. Yeah. They're praying on my downfall, I just let it fade away. Had to let it wrap around, feeling like I'm Dr. J. White and blue sixes, balling like I'm Michael J. I just had to deal with it, rapping is my meal ticket. All hustle, no luck. Got a little Greek freak, Milwaukee, no bucks. Racks in the middle with that V12. Mashing on the gas, do the dash if I see 12. Get up out your feelings, get it back and yo, eat well. Fiending for $1 like I'm Ezel. Million ways to get it, once again a nigga prevail. All money in when it come to that groove shit. We provide the wave that you niggas is surfing. Told my nigga Mike, we gon' shake the world. Fuck a room, beating on the door till they let us in. Once they open up, we gon' bum rush. Pull up to the Grammys in a bin truck. No tents, fishbowl, so everybody see us, see us, see us, see us, see us, see us.
Yo, we are back here at the Gentleman's Club Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Marvin Michael. I'm here with my co-host, KT, Just Trey, and O-Tuck Banger, and our special guest today, my beautiful wife, Miss T. Big Hog just made his entrance. Let's give a round of applause to Big Hog. My man Ola has some special guests come in with us. Why don't you introduce your guest, Ola?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the building today. Since we're talking about black restaurants, we got the gentleman of Alchemy Foods with us today. What's up, gentlemen?
Gratitude. Thank you for
Introduce
having me.
yourself.
Gotta give him a round of applause, man.
Yeah, give him a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen. Give us your name. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, so
And make sure you get close to the microphone.
I am Yahshua. I am co-founder of a company called Alchemy Food, where we cater, we do pop-ups, we do cooking demos around the city, meal prep. Where we're really talking about eating to live. We're talking about the benefits of knowing what you're putting into your body, and so those are some of the things that we bring when it comes to food. We are practicing alkalinity with our lifestyle by using plant-based diet, or live it is like my mentor Yakai reminds us, is that it's a lifestyle. So you live it when you eat, right? And so the company called Alchemy Food is a company where we are taking the best from the best. We use local produce from local farmers, and we bring that to the community. And we are also hosting seminars and cooking demos where we're talking about the lymphatic system. We're also talking about some benefits of the nutrients that you get from a plant-based lifestyle, right? So yeah, I'm Yahshua,
Okay.
and I appreciate you guys for having us here.
Great.
Gratitude.
I'm Ezekiel. We're brothers if y'all haven't.
Okay. All right.
You can't tell. Yeah, we started to see the pandemic before the so-called coronavirus. There already was a pandemic on these on all bodies, but especially these brown skinned bodies. And so that was one thing that we noticed earlier on, and our soul didn't let go of that information. We saw how many people were dying of diabetes. We saw how many people in our own family were dying of diabetes, blood pressure, high blood pressure, and things like that. So it was something that was we were aware of for a while, and now are taking it to another level.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. I know that a lot of people, when they think about the alkaline lifestyle, they think about Dr. Sebi. Did he have any influence on you guys and your lifestyle?
Yeah,
change?
absolutely. So I healed my own body from a so-called sexually transmitted disease called herpes by listening to the teachings of Dr. Sebi.
Word.
And now I do this for other people. There's levels to it. And Yakai, who is my other food mentor, has taught me so much about the lymphatic system. Right?
Yeah.
But Dr. Sebi, when I got out of the military, was my guidance, showing me like there was no coincidences why I got sick, because I'm actually a healer. He was showing me that through eating to live, I can regenerate my cells very rapidly, right? So I just started listening, right? And so, yeah, he had a great influence on my lifestyle, and every day I speak to him because he is all of us and in all of us, and that's why we're attracting each other, to gain that access to knowledge again. I had no idea that healing my body would take me on a spiritual level, because the brain is actually in your gut. So by doing things like fasting, doing things like taking herbs, and also eating plant-based foods that are very high in antioxidants and nutrients, phytonutrients, phytochemicals that we need for our bodies, it takes your spiritual body to the next level, because we are actually spiritual beings having a human experience. And so once you start to feed yourself in a certain way, which reflects how you love yourself, really, and how much you love the Creator. I know a lot of people are very religious. We say that we love God, but God is actually us. And so by doing things like fasting, you can remember that very quickly, by no longer putting in acidic things into your what they call markaba, which is the spaceship that you're in, you start to level up spiritually. And so some of the things that Dr. Sabio are also talking about as well, that the connection between the electricity in our body and the electricity in the vibrations of foods and drinks that we add into the body can change our reality for the better, right? And so, he's been a great influence, like I said, man. Just
Okay, so
all praises.
how about the people who will say, I can't find healthy food in my community? Because we know that we do have food deserts.
Yes.
Right? So how do we speak to those people?
We go to Snooks, we go to Walmart for some items that we use, and what I see is that what we do have access to is food stamps,
Yes.
right? And so when I
say not the working people, not the people making something.
Well, for the
yeah, we got you.
For the people that are in those food deserts, they definitely, from what I've seen, have access to food stamps, most of them, right? And so when we're at the stores, we're seeing them fill their carts and stuff with ingredients to put in their body that aren't for the body. You see, and so yeah, there's a food desert. At the same time, what are you spending your resources on, right? And so the body, like Yahshua was saying, needs vital nutrients on a daily basis, especially us, because this last generation that we went to in the last couple of generations, we were in physical bondage, right? All that trauma of all the things, all the horrible things, we don't have to talk about them all the horrible things that happen, it's actually still in our DNA. And so we've passed that on, that's been passed on to us, and we're also passing that on to our children if we don't do the work to heal those things. And so so there is a agenda for food deserts, but at the same time, the earth is providing for us. And so in those places where there are food deserts, learn how to grow. When you learn how to grow your own food, you learn more about how you are quite literally God having a human experience, because you are the one that's putting the seed in the ground, and the earth is giving you back what you have sown, right? And so that's the experience that we naturally, these physical bodies are naturally supposed to have, versus you always going to the grocery store for what you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a post on social media, and it made all the sense in the world. The guy was like, why buy a bag of oranges for $12 when you can buy an orange tree for $72? And have unlimited orange.
So it's the level of education when it comes to food, right? So we've labeled plant-based as like something separate from food. It's almost a diet to be eating what you should be eating, right? What I learned from just observing my own body, and meditation and things like that. Also using things like psilocybin can also reconnect brain pathways that have been disconnected from eating.
What is that again?
Psilocybin is an ancient plant mushroom that our ancestors used sacredly to help them to remember their sacred self, their divinity self, and also help you to be in a symbiotic relationship with the planet that you're on. The oldest mechanism on this place is mycelium, and mycelium is mushrooms, and we are all literally mushrooms. We're made from mycelium, our DNA, right?
Wow.
And so once you begin to eat the things that are for your DNA, you will begin to reconnect brain pathways so that you're now doing what you should be. So my fingernails are meant to peel back the skin of those oranges. If they were meant to skin back the skin of say a cow or a pig or something, I would be very capable of doing such, right? My hind legs would be curved so I could chase that prey down. My spine would be horizontal to the ground, so I could, right, facts. So
Faster than cheetah.
right, but you, God, you were created as the bridge between heaven and earth, right? So your chakras are like facing upward and like this, right? So your back is straight so that you can reach for that fruit and pull it down. Like a lion can't do that. A lion can't drive a car. A lion can't, super chew its fruit like how you can't do it.
Can't pull no orange either.
No. So by the design that I'm in, like a car, you don't put diesel in a Ferrari, right? And so like a car, this thing has a certain fuel. It was created in a certain way. That's why we have meridian pathways on our fingers, we call fingertips, but you can close your eyes and pick up something and know what it is, right? All right, so we are capable of a lot more than what we've been told. And through just being the observer of your reality, you'll start to put down what no longer serves you. That is education, which is to bring out what is already in you. That's what that word means. Educari is what that word resonates from. Educari comes from a Greek term, which means to bring out. So now you're going to be bringing out the qualities that you already have. You don't even have to tell a baby ABC 1, 2, 3. Mary had a little lamb. They know how to walk. All right, they know how to open a door. Right. So there's something that we are already capable of that we need to get back to, because we were created perfectly as the Creator wanted us to be. Our digestive system is 30 foot long. If you were able to eat meat, truly capable of digesting this thing with your stomach acid and all this, it would be about 8 feet long. And your stomach acid would be probably another 10,000 degrees hotter, so that you could really break down that thing. And also, you would be able to super chew, like I'm saying, that animal flesh. But you can't, you have to eat it in chunks and like swallow like big chunks, and then that's not really digesting through your lymphatic system correctly. Those are like being broken off, and we're getting like tumors and like things like that, right? And that's not how the Creator designed. Well, there's no such thing as disease. The Creator did design you to like heal yourself. So cancer is actually a symptom of healing. Like sneezing is like your body is capable of removing coagulated mucus. Coughing is removing coagulated mucus, right? But we are in a symbiotic relationship that we have to remember, so that we start to be better in the way that we digest and absorb our food, because we can't super chew animal protein, right? It does build structure, and in some cases, as far as like the iron goes that people are missing, just get that out of your spinach and things like that. Gain that from the plant-based foods that your body is actually able to take in. And no judgment to anybody, because there is no right or wrong. That stuff doesn't actually exist. There are optimal ways of doing things, but there is no actually right or wrong. Everybody is on their own particular journey, right?
Yeah, that was deep.
And so, with that being said, what you have to do is eat to live. Don't be vegan. Don't be plant-based. Don't be none of that shit, because it might scare you from doing what you actually
Right,
need to do.
right. When you put a label on.
When you put a label on it,
Yeah.
you see everything in this shit got a title. But when you close your eyes, none of that actually exists. So we're actually living in a hologram, which is causing us to react a certain way. I heard you guys talking about music. We're all just music notes. If you're paying attention, like I said, everything's got a title. And this title comes with a program. You see like this ice mountain water, you just have to read the title and know what it is. You see, it came with a program. Same goes for the music that is programming us, right? And so we are being dumbed down with food, music, lights, and colors, because we are magical fucking beings. Keep it a G. We react on shapes, colors, and things like that. So back to the chakras, which is actually your organs. Like, chakras aren't like some weird spiritual. Nah, my nigga, your kidney is a chakra, right? Your pancreas is a fucking chakra. Your gut is the Kundalini snake. Okay, and so you see how red and yellow excite us. All right, so why is the McDonald's color this? because they know that you, in particular, the magical beings, are very, very, what you call, what is that word? Imaginary. We use imagery in this reality. Imagery is everything for us, right? So based on the imagery that we're seeing, which is like food, back to the education, if a person in a food desert has no imagery of what it can be, they don't know Dr. Sabi, they don't know Yaki, they don't know Yahshua, they don't, okay? So they never had the imagery of what is capable of them to access. So based on what they're showing us on the television, which tells lies to our vision, we are doing a certain thing, and we calling it culture, right? But our culture isn't to kill ourselves. That doesn't make any sense. If we just stop talking, close your mouth and stop talking words, your body will show you what your culture is, which is to survive, like the elements, to like be one with the elements, to go with nature, eat like nature. This would be your culture, right? But they have given us a culture via imagery that is repetitive, because our mind is very easily downloaded. Like I said, you don't have to teach a baby ABC 1, 2, 3. They don't have to have no recollection of how many fingers they got on their hands. They know how to hold a bottle, or move or massage a breast before they know how to speak. Right? All right. So we're actually gods, very capable of doing everything that we need to do, very naturally and in abundance. Once we get on the track of doing what the Creator, which is this place, like, our bodies were created from this place. So this place has a certain rhythm of a thing that we should be doing to keep us from, like, making it sick. Right.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man. Bless, bro.
Definitely. So, you guys, are you vegan chefs, or is that the term or the title?
I guess the title would be plant-based chef.
Plant-based chef.
Since everything needs a title.
Right. So, a lot of people, I kind of shy away from, like, when people say, "Oh, it's plant-based," like from these big corporations, because I don't think they're talking about actual plants. I think they're talking about a processing
The building.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
The building.
Yeah, the building. Yeah.
Made from a plant.
It's made from the plant.
In a plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a processing plant. So how can we start to educate people on a wide scale about eating alkaline foods that does not scare people? Because we know that a lot of people, I think, are afraid of. They've heard, "Oh, well, you need to eat meat to keep weight on. You need to eat meat to be healthy." How do we get people from that mindset in mass? I think that's the question that I'm asking. In mass, how do we get that change? Because we go to school and they teach us about the food chart. We have to have this much dairy, this much meat, this much grain. We learn that, and they.
Yeah.
It's a triangle, pyramid.
Yeah.
See, I gotta
Thanks, KT.
It's a pyramid scheme.
All right.
Yeah.
So, can you speak to that?
Yeah. It starts it starts with the individual first, and then it starts with the individual first. You have to be somewhat desperate enough to say, okay, my body doesn't feel good. I'm either going to ignore that, or I'm going to see what I can do to change that, right? And so a lot of people are lying to themselves about how they feel, you see? And so if you are lying to yourself about how you feel, then you're not going to change what you're eating. You're not going to try to do something different, even if it's not the food, the environment, the relationship, right? If you're lying to yourself about how this really makes you feel, then you're not going to do anything to change it. So the mass scale I'm seeing starts with the individual, starts with you knowing yourself, knowing who you are, what you are, and where you are. If you know those things, then you start to move accordingly.
Okay.
You start to seek this symbiotic relationship with the planet that you're floating on. A lot of people forget that we're floating in space right now, and we're moving through space, you see. And so the disconnect has the disconnect from the land disconnect you from yourself. Does that make sense? That's why this shift of getting back to growing our foods, because if you're disconnected from the land, then you don't know who you are, because that means you don't know where you are. You see, you think you down the street from Snooks when you got Snooks in your backyard.
Right.
Yeah. So
Shout out to urban farmers too.
Yeah, shout out to the urban farmers.
Shout out.
Let me answer your question about the weight, right, and the education that comes with the allopathic community teaching us about what protein is, right? So, does anybody here know what protein is? Right. When I first saw Dr. Sabi, he asked that question to a crowd of people. Somebody in here told me what protein is, and nobody actually knew. You're just going with what someone told you. Right. So protein is actually simple amino acid structures.
What were you about to say, Lauren?
Nothing. I was just gonna tell the dog.
Get the dog to move.
Oh, I see.
No worries, it's all good. So protein is simple amino acid structures, and that comes from fruits and vegetables, right? Okay. Complex amino acid structure makes up the mass that we call body, right? And that is metabolized simple amino acid structures being turned into complex amino acid structures after they go through a process through your lymphatic system and your blood capillaries, right? So it's already metabolized amino acid structures. So what you're actually eating is dead protein. You see? Mm-hmm. So just that education may do something to your frontal lobe, and so that you know what you're eating, right? So the reason that a cow is so big is because they're eating simple amino acid structures from grass and hay that they're metabolizing into mass. Complex.
I got you.
Right.
Okay.
So where do we get our simple amino acid structures from? Is fruits and vegetables. So based on your thyroid, how that is reacting in your body, which is like a gear shift to like gaining weight, losing weight, and a lot of other things like metabolism and things like that, right? So now you're going to start to focus more on your thyroid if you want to balance your weight. And you're going to focus on building that weight, that healthy weight, with simple amino acid structures, right? First off, whoever is telling you that you're not beautiful the way that you're made is obviously not thinking correctly, right? And whether you're thinking that you're going to get skinny or whatever, this is just a process that your body is going through because it's losing what it no longer needs. But you can gain that structure back by eating the right things, like your mushrooms, like your chickpeas and your lentils and things like that.
My wife loves chickpeas.
Yeah, beautiful.
And lentils, like
Yes.
lentils.
So so for instance, right? Oh, sometimes our wives, they like eating ice or like eating red meat or something like that right before they're like on their moon cycle or right after. They need iron. They don't need ice. They don't need meat. They need iron, and they're craving iron, and their body knows it.
Where do they get the iron?
They get the iron from their lentils. They get the iron from their spinach. There's plenty of iron in so many fruits and vegetables. Right. Yo, real shit. She created us to benefit her in every way. You're nothing but a mutated female. That's why we have ovaries that are sticking out of our bodies. We have breasts that don't work. All right. So what we're in, yo, real shit.
Yeah,
yo.
you just
We are in a symbiotic relationship with everything, with the feminine and masculine energy that we have inside of us, that's around us, as above, so below, as within, so without. They speak about this in religious texts and things, right? So there's nothing separate. You are both masculine and feminine, and there's a relationship that you have with food that is also masculine and feminine. So just this knowledge can help us to remove that veil on a mass level so that we start to choose better. It's a journey. Not everybody is going to just go like me and like cut about it. Not everybody's gonna do that, but it's a journey. And choose every day to just love yourself a little bit more and to learn more, because they say that people perish for the lack of knowledge.
Yep.
Right? And so that's why I'm like really diving deep on the subconscious level and on a shadow level to really penetrate what is actually happening. Like, I figured it out. Like, yo, it's the title of vegan that's scaring these people.
Yeah.
We be out there cooking, like great food. But they see like plant-based and they're like, hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know about eating food or eating to live. I'm afraid. I would rather eat what I've been programmed to eat than to eat what is actually going to benefit my body, right? Yeah. And that's no right or wrong. That's no good or bad, whatever is happening. Say again,
So-
brother.
It's
He's
costly.
talking about the cost.
The cost.
No, man, we keep
I can speak on it, man.
Can you
Like,
get-
'cause I actually use their services, and it's not expensive at all. And I saw them at the Paint Louis, right?
Okay.
They had a kiosk over there, and they were selling these tacos. I didn't get a chance to get those tacos then, but I did get it in the meal prep I had, and those freaking tacos. When you say Alchemy Food, like, you eat them and you feel energized. You feel like something is happening to you. You're happy, and you it's a great energy. He made some brownies for me. I don't know if you had
I
some.
had some brownies. Yeah.
Brownies is the same type of feel. Like, you eat them,
Yeah,
and
the
it's like,
texture was this.
damn, this
Wait
is good.
now, what kind of brownie is that?
He actually had it at the house the other night when he came over.
Yeah, and I came back and got them. Remember, I left when I came back.
Yeah, he came back and got it.
Had to get them
I'm
there.
getting these brownies.
So the topic of food is what brought us here today.
Yeah.
So how long has this lifestyle? Because I know you said you had some other things going on before you arrived where you're at now.
Yeah.
So before you got to this journey, where you were part of the previous journey where we were eating everything and doing what we were doing.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because that's what brought us here today. Because now we've gotten our background, our education on the health, the body, what we should. I mean, it's been some information. But before you arrive there, the topic that brought us here today is the bad food.
Yeah, it's
And that's how we got here today, because we had the city went crazy. We had a food critic in the city a few weeks ago. He was supposedly going around trying restaurants, and it was not. It was Darius Cooks. He was in town, and he really criticized the restaurants here for lack of, and that is it's just lack of. And so we had a great debate about it. The city was in an uproar. People was mad about his comments. But he was telling the truth.
And,
People,
and restaurants in general, if you don't mind me
Yes,
asking, or
Was
so
it black
far?
restaurants?
black restaurants.
black
It was
restaurants
black
specifically.
restaurants. But to be fair to him, he has gone to white restaurants. Like he said, he's not new to the city. He's been coming here for years. But this particular time here, where he was coming to the city, and he said, "Hey, send me a list of some good black restaurants." He asked the city, "Send me good black restaurants I could go to." So he went to a list of restaurants. Everywhere he went basically was a fail. Like, and because one restaurant, he said it was decent, good food, but he said I don't even think she had a fresh option on the menu. Like, there was no vegetable option. And I agree with that, because you go places sometimes you just want some vegetables and you can't even get it.
right.
Like, where are your vegetables? Can I get some vegetables? But that's not an option. So we were just talking about food today, the good. And then Marvin was kind of perturbed about a situation of us.
Sorry. We gotta leave the big. Yeah, by the way, they told us to leave the big words out.
So you telling you taking up a
Because
turd.
Got 'em with another
going
word.
to a particular restaurant and they're not being open when they say they're going to be open. And so it became a black-white thing. Because then people was like, oh, because he said I'm done with black businesses. And I understand.
No, black restaurants.
No, you didn't.
I
You
no,
actually
go
said-
back to the post.
You updated it.
No, I didn't. I didn't change it at all. My initial thing was I said black restaurant,
No, because somebody said you done with all black businesses.
and I said, and I under there I put restaurant.
Okay, but
All right, so and the thing is this: we're proud, educated black people, right? We want to see us do well. So a lot of times we find ourselves going above and beyond, going out way outside of our community, maybe even paying extra just to support our people. But the food has to be good. The service has to be good. You have to have, if you have it on the menu, have that option available to you. If you say that you're selling one thing, don't substitute it for something else and still call it this same thing. right? Because there's like an epidemic in our city where if you go somewhere to get catfish fillets, you're not getting catfish.
You're getting catfish.
You're getting catfished, but you're not getting catfish. When it's time for you to be open, you're not open.
I know. I seen this is about black restaurants.
Yeah.
I seen it on my line. How y'all doing?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Society. But one thing I don't like if you ever order catfish nuggets.
Yeah.
You order catfish nuggets. They starting to cut the nuggets in half and sell them to you like that.
And we have one restaurant in the city that actually counts
How
nuggets.
many nuggets they
I
give
have
you?
never seen that. They say you can get a 6-piece
Piece
nugget
nugget.
and fries. Who is counting nuggets?
That's a kid's meal.
Who
Right.
My kids.
Now, they black owned and I support them because they fry the hell out of a lobster tail. But
But no,
What?
it's like,
like,
On the
who,
west side too, I know.
but
you want to sit at the table?
No, go ahead.
but we want to see our people do well, right? Like we'll come your way, we'll support, but I'm not expecting for anything extra.
Yes.
I'm looking for the basics.
For you to do what you say.
And
you're
so
gonna
what
do.
happens is because I was so mad Tuesday that I put the post up. I'm like, I'm not supporting no more black restaurants. Now I can say that Aries Cafe and Ice Cream Shop, I'm still gonna go there because they make the bomb breakfast.
I love that.
Yeah, they fire, right? But again, when I go in, the service is going to be a certain way, the food is going to be a certain way, right? And I think a lot of people got it misunderstood. It was like, well, you didn't go to the 4-star restaurant. I'm not worried about that because I know that if I go to Playboy Cappuccino, which is a small little tavern, to go get something and it's not right, the lady who owns that place is going to make sure your food is right before you leave. She's not going to blame me for my experience not being good. And that's what happened with Darius Cooks. The people, he was the victim,
of the bad food.
but the culprits were blaming him. But if everybody is saying the same thing, how is he wrong?
He was a corporate too. Then he had his little thing he did.
Yeah.
And they was feeding people, and this nigga he ain't even know how to finish cooking meat. Motherfucker been
No,
meat, and it
but
wasn't even done.
but we don't know the verdict on that because the people at the table at that situation said that was not so. And I have never seen anyone get sick off of food and at the same time
never
saying,
liked it
give
anyway,
me
so
more.
I ain't never-
Like, if I'm feeling sick, I'm not going to ask for more. And then also, I know I've been dealing with some stomach issues. I would drink water and be like, I can't do it today. And I would just back off.
Yeah.
So you, and then you don't necessarily eat. Well, I don't know. That's a whole, we're not going to talk about that situation because we were not there.
I got a friend that was there, Rachel Bright. Shout out Rachel.
Uh-huh.
She said she enjoyed every bite.
That's what now the thing is he did 7 dinners, I believe.
I don't support the niggas. So
Well, I'm just saying he did 7 dinners. I'm just saying he did 7 dinners.
Oh my God.
One person in 7 dinners had a problem. That's kind of, I don't know.
That's iffy.
But I'm out of that situation, and I'm not gonna. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that
If you went
alone.
across the bridge to Dog Pound,
there you
he
go.
got some good food.
There you go.
See, but like my issue was the people trying to blame me and then asking me like crazy questions like, well, do you still support white? Will you go to a white restaurant? My answer to that is I'm going to go where my dollars are appreciated.
We shouldn't have to beg
I'm
you to
going
spend the money.
I'm going to do everything I can to support my people.
Yeah.
And this was one thing about his, like, I try to stay out of his posts because it get intense with his people. But one thing that bothers me about the particular situation, we know food. You know, I know food. I can eat
know you know. Don't
I can eat your food and tell you what spices and that you put in your food.
Right.
So
You
I have a very unique taste for food. So we know good food. We don't just eat food here in the U.S. We've traveled abroad. We've had food everywhere. Had some of the best falafel ever in our life in Egypt. So the thing is this: we're not just we're talking like people here. Maybe go somewhere, broaden your palate, taste something different, do something different. And then my thing is, okay, if it's good to you, that's fine. But if we saying it's basic, it might be basic. But the thing is, if you don't have anything to compare it to, or if you've never tasted your grandmother's cooking or somebody who could really cook, to say that this is good, they don't have anything to compare it to. And the city was all in the uproar because over the nasty food, and the food was
in
nasty.
St. Louis ain't had food out of St. Louis. A lot of people ain't been out of St. Louis to never try nobody else's food.
Right.
So they stuck on this chicken and that nasty ass cow shit they eat out here. What's that shit called?
Tripe.
They St. Louis think they was the first people ever to have a White Castle. When they do 314 Day, they got White Castle on it like they created. White Castle been in different spots before.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see where it started.
That nasty ass emo pizza they eat out here, nasty.
Yeah, I mean, there are levels to this shit.
It's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But
yo, so
how many niggas did y'all whoop with them sticks?
This is our show, comedian.
No worries.
This is our show.
No worries.
I got this.
Nobody need help. I'm calling y'all.
Slay a lot of demons with staffs. Just people seeing you in your divinity will, I mean, I'm knowing for sure that my presence is changing this environment because I'm tapped into different levels.
Shit,
There's levels to this shit, right? So yeah, we have whooped a lot of demons with those staffs. Because like you're saying, back to the quality of food. If you never experienced the quality of food, or if you don't have the access to knowledge, like a lot of people are learning quick about Dr. Sebi because of the internet and things like that, right? So we're learning a little bit more. How it's going to change your mind and your body is up to you because you're the only thing happening here, right? So how you enjoy food is different from how somebody else is enjoying food because you're the only thing happening. There is a level of education that can bring all of us to a high level so that we're not separated anymore. So there's an illusion that's being put into you, like on a regular day, you shouldn't be worried about anybody who's black, white, green, orange, Mexican. None of that shit should matter. The quality should be of a pure level. So when you eat my food, you're not just eating food, you're also tapping into the energy of the individual who just put their energy into that food, right?
Okay.
And so everything is energy.
I guess it kind of goes with
when they say cooking with love.
Yeah, cooking with love. Like this same, we use the scenario cooking
not even
with love.
just cooking with love. What if I give you a service? Okay, right now I don't expect nothing from you. When I come in here, I'm thinking about me. I'm focused on me. How can I raise my energy to where it's at a harmonious level for everybody in the room? I'm thinking about you because I care about you, but I'm thinking about me.
Yeah.
So in service, say if you came to my restaurant, I'm not thinking about serving you. I'm thinking about being my best version in this plate that I'm about to make. And whoever's about to eat this plate, they just got my best version. I don't care who's out there eating my plate. I don't care what energy you're coming with. This is the energy that I'm giving off. So now you're in a relationship or in a community where that same thing is being reflected. So the people that come to you for service are also knowing that same thing about themselves.
So you don't have bad days?
Bad days. I'm an alchemist. So I transmute my bad days into things that are actually benefiting you because there's actually nothing happening to you. It's all happening for you. And if you slow down for a little bit,
slow down.
Bombs.
Slow down.
Bombs.
Slow down a little bit.
I'm a lot older than what you think on a soul level. I'm very old.
Yeah, 106 on the soul level.
Nigga, he just gave you a bar, boy.
He dropped boom. I should have dropped a bomb when he said that. Yeah, hit the laser.
Say that shit again.
So alchemy is to recognize that there's absolutely nothing going to waste. You didn't get punched in the face because God hated you. Nah, man, you're supposed to level up. Like,
maybe your chin need to get stronger or something.
Or the consciousness, or the circle of people that you just needed to be.
You see, man, with that made the food for the guy that
Give him a mic.
Didn't like it.
Give him a mic. You can start.
You mean, do you ever make some food that you don't like to present to somebody? But I don't necessarily think that overwhelms your character. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, people make mistakes, but how you
speaking the mic.
Right. How you respond, your ability to respond, which is your responsibility. You take responsibility for that thing. your ability to respond now dictates how that situation can be perceived by the collective. Like I said, I don't have no ill will for myself. So even if I did make a mistake, I know I'm not perfect. I'm pure though, and I reflect that to you. So even if I make a mistake, you're gonna feel that energy because it's energy that does not lie. Right.
That's energy does not lie. That's what you say. You feel you get somebody's energy, and I can relate to you because I catered for about 3 years, and it's a lot of work, so I gave it up. But I would not put anything out that I felt was not right. If I tasted it and it might say, "Oh, it's good," no, it's not right. I wouldn't serve it. It's not going out. It's not going out. I'm not giving it to. I don't. I never did it. And Marvin, I never did it.
The best mashed potatoes.
Everything I presented it had to be like you said. I was presenting me. I didn't allow my staff to know it has to look this way. It has to be presented this way. This is me. I'm putting me out there. Yeah. Not the food. They can care less. People will eat anything. I found that out. People put some sauce on some barbecue, hot sauce. They'll eat it. Give them a slice of bread. They're going to eat it. But when you're presenting some good food, people eat it. They happy. Yeah. I've never had any violence break out at any of my events. People be so happy eating. I mean, one time the man was running the photo booth. He said, "Forget the photo booth." The man couldn't stop eating. We took over the photo booth. Yeah, but he wasn't charging no more. He wasn't collecting no money. He was missing out on his money because he was so busy eating. And the man, so and that's good food. Good food will, So, but so I think it was just a case of bad food was presented in our city, and it happens all the time.
And the service too.
The service,
right? Because
can you connect
from my perspective, right? If I go somewhere and the food is not the best, right? It's edible, but the service, and if I come and I talk to the manager or whoever I'm speaking with about the issues that I'm having, like you just said, it's how you respond to it, because anybody can make a mistake, right? And I think I didn't, on a social media post, you only get so many words. So I couldn't go in and elaborate and be like, but I understand you can make a mistake, and I'm not judging this off one experience. So I didn't get a chance to go into all of that. But I'm going to give you multiple chances, right? Depending on what it is, right? Because how I am is, again, service is big. I'm big on service. And I don't want you following me around the store. That's not what I'm saying. But if I come into your establishment, for you not to even recognize me, for me, that's an issue.
It's not yours.
It's not what?
Yours. Hey, Norm.
Sure. No, you don't have to say my name. I'm just saying, greet me like you appreciate me coming into your business. That's it. Like when you guys walked in, if you would have walked in and we didn't greet you, you would have been like, what the hell what am I doing here? You know what I mean? So it's that thing. Just show me that you see I'm here, because I'm here to spend money with my people. I don't care about it. I just want to spend some money with you.
Is it time for a break?
Be recognized.
No, I want to be. If that's how you want to put it, sure. I want to be recognized.
White Castles was
because
founded.
I'm a customer. I'm a customer.
You want to know? Give us the facts. White Castles was founded September the 13th, 1921. Where, Kenny?
Not here.
Believe it or not, Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas.
Like I said,
it's not here.
Not here.
But hey, it's time. Is it time for a music break? A little pause.
You want to play some music?
Just get us one or two songs.
St. Louisans, get that shit out your head. White Castle is not part of 314.
No, we celebrate because we have it here.
We take ownership.
Chinese just wasn't in St. Louis.
The type of Chinese food we have is only here.
Man.
It's only here.
New York,
you ain't gonna find no St. Paul nowhere else.
Shit, you better go to Chinatown, New York.
No, ain't no St. Paul's.
Yes,
no,
they
got them ducks hanging in the window.
They got St. Paul's.
They fur.
That's right, G.
Shit.
Memphis can't celebrate White Castles
for garbage. It was nasty. That food was nasty. I'm about to just. Man, I am from.
Go to music break. Somebody go to music break.
Well, go to Africa. I teach you how to hunt duck.
A duck.
Yeah, you never hunted
Don't
duck?
listen to him.
The fast one with the teeth. With the teeth. You go crabbing.
Don't listen.
Hey, so we're gonna play some music, man. This my man.
Go crabbing in New York.
My man Jason Harris. The name of the song is "Settle Down." This is for Kenny. Settle down, Kenny.
What?
That's the name of the song, Kenny.
Hey.
All my life I rode that wave. Alcohol burn when I rock that phase. In the backseat smoke with the windows up, with the amp turned up, make me wanna fly away. Caught up in the high, trying to get by. Throat still dry, and I do know why. Cause I eat with my hands and I raise by wood. Then make a wood, making money out of mud. I wanna feel good. I wanna look fly. Don't know who's walking by. I'm trying to build a buzz and plant some seeds. Watch it all multiply. Shut your mouth. You've been talking too much. Ain't no man you can trust. It's a guy from above. Ain't nowhere around us. Security depending on us. Watch it. Hey. The spirit is strong and the body is weak. One thought's moving, they all rush deep in the land of the dead, not the land of the free. Mind of the noise, all eyes on me. Hey, the spirit is strong and the body is weak. One thought's moving, they all rush deep in the land of the dead, not the land of the free. Mind of the noise, all eyes on me. The spirit is strong and the body is weak. One thought's moving, they all rush deep in the land of the dead, not the land of the free. Mind of the noise, all eyes on me. I do what I say, ain't nowhere to go play. You waking up the day, I'm trying to get paid. You into the thick of it, don't get it twisted. Then they coming back and they won't be afraid. We went from the hood to the birds, the fat holes in the curves with city words. I'm a lyrical miracle. Don't be poisoned by life for the fame, heard some antidote. We travel through life, go through any dough, but don't make no time to make any dough. There ain't no limits, I know all about it. Found a way to reach everybody. Tapping that brain, they gon' read about it. If you settle for now, they gon' see about it. You might jump it down, but my seat is rising. You aggravate me, better be about it. I pray that they get it though. We don't relax till we hit the flow. We try to pretend you say humble yourself. Bitch you a house and settle low. Plant you a garden and eat what it's made. And find your soul made and raise a child. Kings and queens seeking peace and prosperity every day. Hey. Every day. Every day. The spirit is strong and the body is weak. One thought's moving, they all rush deep in the land of the dead, not the land of the free. Mind of the noise, all eyes on me. The spirit is strong and the body is weak. One thought's moving, they all rush deep in the land of the dead, not the land of the free. Mind of the noise, all eyes on me.
We coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we flow and we flow and we coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we flow and we flow and we coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we flow and we flow and we coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we flow and we flow and we coasting. We flow and we flow and we flow. We flow and we flow and we flow. We flow and we flow and we flow. We flow and we flow and we flow.
Through the highs and lows and the bumpy roads. Before I got one, yes, I heard 1,000 no's. Only strong survive in a week or fold. I just took a talk and let my mind go. Stay on point like Rondo. Came a long way from the hustlers and the street corner winos. Could've end up but John Doe. But the universe had another plan. Got my spirituality from the motherland. Far from racing, just confident and proud to be exactly who I am. Preach $1 million mindset. They hate to hear us talking progress. But when you chosen and you know you blessed, you just keep trusting the process. Jay-Z said it best. You gotta learn how to live with regrets. Only thing certain in life and death, so I'm living up to my last breath. When I'm dead and gone, and still gonna respect children, collecting checks, coasting on the road of success. Side life feel you got no stress.
We coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we flow and we flow and we coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we flow and we flow and we coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we flow and we flow and we coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we flow and we flow and we coasting. We flow and we flow and we flow. We flow and we flow and we flow. We flow and we flow and we flow. We flow and we flow and we flow.
Feel the energy G since the hating seem to be the topic of conversation. Is it just me or my imagination? I'm out here dream chasing, tired of waiting, working like Jamaican. I love a chick who love the game and know how to play it. Raised in the slums where you barely make it, tall, earn respect. If not, then you take it. Why build an empire? You could build a nation, reach for the stars, high in the constellation, blow a moon rock, heavily medicated. This form of dogs that incarcerated, live a life to me, reincarnated. But your glass high is my inauguration. Success, yeah, I can finally taste it like, yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Gotta thank the universe for another year. For a sound mind and a vision so clear. Say yeah.
We coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we float and we float and we coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we float and we float and we coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we float and we float and we coasting, moving in slow motion. Third eye stay open. How life we float and we float and we coasting. We float and we float and we float. We float and we float and we float. We float and we float and we float. We float and we float and we float.
Yo, we are back here at the Gentleman Sale Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Marvin Michael. I'm here with my co-host, KT, Just Trey, Otabanga, Big Hog, Miss T, and our two guests. I don't want to mess y'all names up.
Ezekiel and Yahshua.
And Yahshua.
Of Alchemy Foods. Of Alchemy Foods.
Of Alchemy Foods. All right, so during the break, my man broke. He gave me a different perspective on the way that I was feeling, and let the people know what you said, what you told me.
Yeah, bro. The gratitude. The food critic that y'all were mentioning earlier,
and myself,
and my brother.
Hey, I own it. I own it. You hear me?
Yeah, bro. All right. So I asked him. I was letting him see that it's deeper than the service itself. It's deeper than the quality of food. Most of us are going into work already stressed out, right? And so we're just trying to, especially if we own our own business, we're trying to get you in and out. We're trying to get this day over with. Do you see? Mm-hmm. And when we approach a business that way, you're gonna get a quality of service that doesn't feel good. You're gonna get quality of food that doesn't taste good, right? Now, not all the time. It's not gonna be consistent, right? Mm-hmm. And so the question is why are we stressed out in the first place, and also why are we using methods to help each other? And there's corrective criticism, right? But why are we doing that to each other on social media so the world can see? You see? And so we're using a method of corrective criticism or just criticism that isn't actually ours. You see that? Because if you got something against me, back in the day, I'm coming over to your house and we're talking about this.
Word.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so there was no social media. It was just like, we about to either duke it out right now in the front yard, or we about to have a conversation, right?
Word.
And so we have to, we've been trying to build community for a long time. I'm seeing that now. I've been on this planet, in this body for, I've been in this particular body for 33 years, going on 34. And I'm seeing that we've been trying to unify for a long time, because that's really what this is all about. It's all, that's that's what this is all about, right? So, why hasn't religion done that? Because we've been going to church for a long time, right? Why hasn't so-called Black Power done that? Because we've been doing that for a long time as well, right? Why hasn't I don't know, festivals done that? Because we've been doing festivals, African festivals for a long ass time, right?
Right.
So what's going on? Because we break away from those moments and we're still not unified. So what's happening? It's deeper, right? So we have to keep peeling back the layers of this onion and figuring out how do we get to the core of unification? What does that look like?
Can I?
Yeah, bro.
I believe personally that what divides that is Babylon.
Where is that?
Babylon.
Where is that? It could be in your mind. If you want to energy wise, it could be in your mind.
But-
But Babylon divides it because it's simple fact is the vat of what you want. And it said, I put a post on it, literally, on James 4, I do believe. And you can just read the whole thing. It's up to you. But it's about what you try and what you ask for and what you want. See, if it's about personal possession, personal something, but if whatever you're asking for has to be for the better of the universe. Can't just ask for something just for you. And that's what they're doing.
For the spiritual benefit of all beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever you're asking for, that's what then it'll be granted to you. But if it's just for you and your lustful thoughts and your lustful ways and all, no, you're not gonna get it. And that's just how it is.
Because you are the universe. Like I said,
you're part of it.
Well, in fact, in this incarnation,
I mean, if you want to be selfish about it,
No,
and say
no.
yes, I am a universe. Yes,
right. Each one of us is our own universe. We are the only thing happening. Right? You are looking at me and talking to me, and so is these other people here. But this is all happening within you. Just like those things that you're asking for and the thought processes that you're having on your own, those are all happening within your universe. So you are quite literally the universe or the Most High in a body. And that is the disconnect that people don't have. So the Babylon, which is, yes, in the mind, this matrix that they speak about, the matrix is the mind, and it's also outside of the mind because this is also a mind. Everything around you, if you're paying attention, came out of someone's mind. This microphone was thought up by someone, and they created it. I thought about dressing like this, and I put these clothes on. So this is a thought that you're looking at. So now, once we are all on a collective consciousness, or they call it unity consciousness or Christ consciousness.
But when does vanity and those things like that step in?
What do you mean?
Vanity. You know what vanity is, right?
Yes, but on what things you said?
For as you. Vanity.
No.
Things like you said when I dress up and I do things. But see, when you're thinking of Babylon, we go back to Babylon.
Right.
Babylon gives those treats.
Well, this is what I mean, right? I am.
We're talking about the mind now.
Right. The mind recognizes that I am, and I'm not these clothes that I have on. Just because I wear them, doesn't mean that I am them. So individuals are identifying with this so-called Babylon, and it's becoming their personal reality. So the difference that I'm having is recognizing that I am the I am in a universe.
Now, I saw this particular man, I saw a post. It was about a particular man, people were trying to give him things, right? And he was just denying these things. And he was denying him. Why? Because of the simple fact he said that if I take these things, it'll make me further go into that Babylonian thinking of what I may want and these things that I don't really need, because the universe gives me the things that I need. I don't, you know what? Oh my gosh. Do you remember the movie Jungle Book? Not the new one, I'm talking about the old one.
Oh yeah, it's my joint.
And then, now, the bear sings a song.
Yes.
And it's called what?
Bare necessity.
The bare necessity. Now, he says, if you do not go beyond all that extra Babylonian thinking of wanting this and wanting that, I want this car, I want that car, I want this jewelry, I want that shirt, I want those pair of pants. You know, they're designer pants, though. Babylonian thinking. Because what do you have to do to get those pants?
Well, this is the key. I never sell my soul, and the soul is the bottom of your feet. So where are the bottom of your feet taking you, right? And that's how I keep my balance, because you didn't come here to be broke. Just because I'm woke and I'm recognizing that all of this is bullshit, like money and all these things, that doesn't mean I came here to be broke. That doesn't mean I didn't come here to be abundant. My birthright is freedom. That's freedom financially, that's freedom spiritually, and that's freedom on.
But how are you ever free if you're saying financially? Because with this new stuff they're going to come out with, this CID chip, and you're ready to lose cash in a little while, you're never going to be free. They're going to know exactly what you do every 5 seconds of the day.
You're not seeing. You're not
the
seeing
consciousness.
that the freedom is in you.
It's in your mind. So I am recognizing the illusion of money, of clothes, and having to have a car and things like this, right? but I'm not identifying with those things. Those things aren't overwhelming my soul. I choose, because I am the creator having a human experience. That's what I meant. You don't have to be vain or narcissistic. Recognize you're the only thing happening. Recognize you are the only thing happening here the entire time, from the time that you woke up, at birth when they crowned you, to the time that you're going to die. There's only you happening. You're experiencing me, but you're only experiencing me through your own senses. The same thing is happening through the interactions with this stuff. You see what I'm saying? This is all happening within me. Am I going to identify with the next cell phone that's going to come out? Well, that's up to my consciousness. Am I going to identify with having to be muscular and have a nice car and a beautiful wife? Well, if I want to take my consciousness to that level, which is a lower nature type energy, because you have different brains, like you have 144 different brains in your body, maybe even more, right? Now that I recognize this, that I'm not the mind, I'm not the body, now I choose what it goes into the mind. Like I said, all of this stuff is created out of someone's mind. What they are attaching to is created out of someone's mind. Someone told you were black. You didn't come up with that, did you? When they crowned you at birth, because they crowned you king, they said he's crowning. They didn't say he's blacking or he's whiting. They said he's crowning. So that means that God created you the king of this place, because you're the only thing happening.
Hey, so I got another question for you guys, because I noticed that you guys are barefoot, right?
Yes.
Is there a spiritual connection, or the reason that you don't wear footwear?
Both practical and spiritual. We must be both.
Okay.
Because we came here to have a human experience, and through this human experience, you came with the body. That body comes with a brain, feet, fingers, and things like that. That's your human. Your human must be connected to the space that it's in. There are meridian pathways on the bottom of your feet that look just like these things on your hand. When those are connected with the energy that's coming from the earth, I don't read books. Where did I get all this information from? I told you I was eating mushrooms. So mushrooms is the oldest form of information. When you eat a papaya has 120,000 years or something like that worth of information in it. You understand what I'm saying? Your body is a spaceship. It's easily downloaded.
And you're transmitting that information.
Big dog. There's levels to this shit. Just touching a tree. That's why we carry these staff. Yeah, we might whack somebody. But no worries. But the staff isn't just. It's not just to. The staff is also to connect your ions with the ions that are coming from the earth, right? So when you touch a tree, you're also releasing those. So practically, spiritually, physically, it makes sense for you to be grounding yourself, is what they call being barefoot.
Okay.
Because you are connecting that symbiotic relationship. What taught me how to eat this way is the earth. Before I really got into Dr. Sebi or Yaki, I started gravitating towards the things that were for me by doing things like meditation. You see my hands are like a certain way when I'm talking to you.
So y'all walk on soft ground everywhere you go then, huh?
For the most part, if we can find some place that has grass mostly to protect your feet, but mostly walk on the earth, man. You should be walking because it can help you to remove disease. It'll also bring in healthy bacteria. Like, you shouldn't be washing yourself all the time, because there's things in our water like chloride and fluoride that kill positive bacteria. You shouldn't have any antibiotics in your lifestyle, because bio means life.
So you don't wear deodorant?
I wear natural deodorants, or I don't wear any deodorant at all, because I don't eat dead things, so I'm not perspirating dead
No, I
things.
dig it. I don't wear deodorant.
Good, brother. That's the way.
No, you've never smelled me.
Because seriously, and this isn't like woo woo spiritual. You're in a body.
So man,
But what goes in you comes out of you.
Yeah.
Right.
So and
And
but
more than
that's
just
I have that problem when I drink
with
beer.
your
I
visible
smell the yeast
digest.
coming out of my skin.
Yes.
So
My pores, when I'm sweating and all that, you can smell that yeast coming out. I hate that.
all right. So first I want to shout out.
Real quick,
sorry, brother.
real quick. This so again, I don't know this individual food critic, but what I'm saying is that there's levels to this thing, right? A gentleman which is what this radio station is, right?
Yes, sir.
Would have went to the store, to the restaurant owner, and be like, yo, I think y'all can improve in this area and in this area and in this area. You see what I'm saying? Instead of putting them on blast.
Okay.
On a World Wide Web.
Because I was just gonna say that. I said he could have. I was just about to say he could have went to the owner and be like, hey, I can show y'all how y'all can better something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Okay,
So,
hold on. Let me explain what his purpose. Wait, pause, fellas.
Yeah,
let me explain the purpose. Okay, so like he said, people said that to him. They was like, well, why didn't you say something to the owner or to the cooks? Like he said, I'm not here for them. Like he made the point. He said they know what's wrong in their restaurant. They see it every day. People tell them every day. He said, so who am I to keep telling them what they are already hearing? He said, the people are asking me. If I was to come to you and say, well, hey, how was such and such? I'm asking you, your experience. If I'm depending on you, like it's like going in the classroom, you're depending on your teacher to give you the knowledge because that's what you're there for. So the people asked him to critique the food, and he did. But he did it on live. So we were a part of the experience. We saw how long it took him to get his food. We saw that the food was subpar. We even saw the manager come out and was like, I need to speak with you. Her attitude, the owner, her attitude, her energy towards him and everything was just like, it was a turn off to people who possibly wanted to go to the restaurant, would not go. So then people started lashing out at him saying, well, he didn't even want to talk to the owner. But then you have people on the live saying, yes, I was in there too. I tried to talk to her. She had a nasty attitude. She snapped at me. Don't want to give you your money back. She knew the food was nasty. So it wasn't. So as a profession, he said, now any restaurant owner that would like to speak to me and get some tips or some stuff, he said, I don't mind doing that. He said, but that's a consultation because that's his business. I see. So he's like, so it's just like you go around, you eat some food. You like, okay, yeah, this was a good burger. Come on down here and try the good burger. But if you be like, don't waste your time standing in line. It's okay if you for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you used to stand in line for some Jordans. If Jordans was your thing, you would stand in line all night. If that wasn't for you, you just bypass the line. But if let somebody hyped you up to say yes or no, you wouldn't do it. Well, we're not gonna go to Michael Jordan and say, hey, then them wasn't a hit, but these was. He don't care.
Word.
Yeah.
So we've come to the bittersweet part of the conversation. We gotta go.
Yeah.
We got my man Older Great and High Off the Glass coming up next. Man, let me tell you, you fellas dropped so many jewels today, man.
Gratitude.
I really enjoyed having you guys here. I hope this will not be the last time we cross paths.
Y'all came in here now. My aunt and uncle crib about to have so many different types of mushrooms.
I promise. We mushroom.
Well, I eat mushrooms.
Yeah, we still he already eat mushrooms.
Yeah, I love mushrooms. Maybe we get him to eat some lentils and some chickpeas.
It's crazy. Next week we have Willie Lynch Jr., who is a comedian and an herbalist and a healer. Yeah. He'll be here with us next week. So
maybe we should get them all at the table.
Man, that'll be that'll be a 10-hour conversation there because man, y'all had us like little kids. Y'all started talking. Everybody was looking like just listening.
I'm like, now what?
So that was dope. I hope people at home and I hope people in
Lion's Mane for
what's
the
up,
memory.
Joseph?
Yo,
so we have to get up out of here, man. Dude, I do not want this to be the only time that we sit and talk to you guys, man. Y'all energy is amazing, man. I appreciate you guys for being here. Let's give them a round of applause, man. Alchemy. How can the people get in contact with you guys, man, before we get up out of here? Did I say applause? My bad.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Alchemy Foods. You can contact us via email. Our email is in the link in the bio. Our website for our meal prep and other services like our shamanic services. We are also shamanic healers. So we practice that sacred ceremony with psilocybin in a sacred space to build community. It's a rite of passage that you take to really become God on earth. So like I said, Alchemy Foods 999 on Instagram and Alchemy Food at Facebook. You can find us there. Get in contact with us. We're ready to help you in tremendous ways. This knowledge that is intriguing you is because it's resonating with your soul. Like I said, you're the only thing happening here, and there is nothing on planet Earth that's a coincidence or a mistake. This is all happening for you. So if you thought about health, then that's why you attracted me into your reality. My name is Jesus, but not the fake one, not the one that's got everybody's praying. My name is Yahshua, and I was born on the 7th day in the 7th month. and I came to change some things on the planet Earth.
That's right.
And once we all are ready, because I think we're ready to really build community and do away with the bullshit that's been told to us, right? So find us, contact us, eat with us. We would love to share with you guys. We host free cooking demos. So if you want to just come and try food that you may not be privy to, you can come and try that for free in the city. We host at 2 different locations, one at the Guardian Angels on Jefferson, and the other at a place called the Thomas Dunn Learning Center on the 2nd and 3rd Thursdays of every month.
Okay.
We're hosting there. And it's free.
Yeah, we'd love to feed y'all.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what's up. We're gonna slide through.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, yo, man, give it up one more time for Alchemy Foods, man. Give it up for the host of the Gentleman's Club, for KT, Just Trey, Big Hog, Oda Banger, and Marvin Michael. We got 6 days, 22 hours. We'll be back. Stay tuned for Half the Glass with Oda Gray. Peace. Yeah. See?
Tacos. Hey, look.